just on as we get ourselves aware. No, what do you want in the boomba? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Bear with me a moment as I get myself square. Oh, I got a nice little set of horns to go with my headset now, so a little antiquated in their nature, but definitely fun all the same. So, welcome. I am Savage Squishy 86. It is Saturday, 10:21 p.m., and we are live. And we are back with the continuing live stream playthrough of Resident Evil 4, the 2023 excuse me, remake of the 2005 release title. When we last left off, we essentially had been separated from Ashley after navigating our way through to the courtyard, hoping to reach the ballroom where Louise was said to meet with Leon and give him the cure or the medicinal measure to cure his plaga affliction. You will go away, because I am not dealing with that. Cat is already trying to steal the spotlight. Like, nope, we are not having that, peasant. Nope. So we are going to go ahead and just get right into it right away. Very excited. Whoop. I don't want to spill my coffee. It's a little loud. Even for my ears, it's a little loud. That's about as good as we're gonna get, so just tinkering with my lighting, so. Oh boy. I hope everyone is having a great night and out doing a great many of things, so let's get right into it. With Chapter 8.
Roost, come in. Things went to shit. We took refuge inside a castle, but I've just been separated from Baby Eagle.
Saving you.
Roost, you're breaking up. Do you read me?
For what? Chopper.
Damn it. So much for that.
So it's pretty much been apparent now that with Ashley being separated from Leon, now we have lost contact with our helping hands of Hunnigan. So we're going to be on our own now going forward. So we have to find Ashley. Now, obviously, she pretty much took off running after that little scare she had, and she is now hiding inside this little room over here, just outside this garden. However, the door is sealed from this side, so we need to make our way the long way around using the battlements of the castle. So we're going to head to the left. Now, before we head any further, there's actually a side quest coming up that we'll be able to do. Basically, there was an emerald that was taken by a crow and put inside this nest, so we're going to shoot that. We'll get that later. But before we go any further forward, we're going to make a few quick little stops. So number one we're going to have to do is we're going to have to drop off a shotgun because we're going to need the room to grab these items, as well as our magnum. Just for the time being, we'll get them again later on, because in here you're going to find a number of little fish you can capture and sell. Also, there will be another, the second rhinoceros beetle, which will be here as well. And then I think that's going to be all we're going to get from this particular area for the time being. It will come back to this again, and there will be new fish to acquire, so just bear that in mind, that you can get more fish. Smashing the jar will give us 900 piastas, and then we will get the emerald, scratched emerald, which will be part of a quest. You can still sell it, but it will give you quest completion as well, so
Having a rough day, stranger.
you could say that.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Got a selection of
So we can now buy body armor from him, but we essentially are going to wait to get that because we can actually get that on sale later on with the help of the sale that will be available to us for the body armor, which we can get on sale about 30% off by chapter 10. So we're going to wait to get that for that time being. We are going to do, though, is sell the scratched emerald for 5,000 piastas.
This is what I'm talking about. Fine work.
And also the rhinoceros beetle. That'll give us 3 spindle, which is fine because we can use that for something else online. Let's go ahead and repair our knife as well.
Give that the care it deserves, mate. Come back anytime.
And then we're going to go ahead and grab our shotgun and our magnum again. Oh, we gotta sell the fish. I forgot to sell the fish.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? You're foul, thank you. Don't get yourself killed now.
Heading out. And then we're going to go head up and make our way around. This is essentially the route you're going to want to take to get around to the castle battlements. You, of course, will make a return visit here on 2 separate occasions. So, or maybe just one. I'm not entirely sure. My memory's a bit fuzzy. So heading through, you will be greeted by this grisly sight. I'm amazed how they actually died sitting upright. It's very weird, but this is even weirder.
This is messed up.
How it's even still, like, whatever. I don't know. It's very bizarre how it works like that, but that's essentially it. Now, you'll see a door to your right. We obviously can't go through that because it's locked from the other side.
It's locked.
So we need to take the long way around. We will have some cultists in the next area that we'll need to be stealthy with. Here you'll see that there is a door leading out, but we need to get that another lantern to unlock that door. So we're going to make our way over here. And the note on the wall will say, "The voice of pestilence dwells in the flames, leading to the pitiful souls to salvation. Consign the crimson flame to its rightful place, where you shall be enlightened, and the path revealed." So we're going to get down low, and we're going to make our way to the next area. We need to get that lantern from the cultist priest. But we need to be careful, because he can make the enemy's parasites erupt.
Is he doing this?
So we need to be stealthy. So we're going to creep our way around and take out enemies one by one as we get to him. So avoid being detected here. Heading up here, we're going to knife attack the one. That'll be it. This will be the next. Have your grenade ready. Then you're going to drop this chandelier, kill the 2 ones down there.
hell is happening?
Then use your TMP to essentially put some damage on him. But more importantly, we want the Magnum to... If you don't really have the TMP ammo, you could use that too. And then you can get the Crimson Lantern from him, but you still have a lot of forces that you need to contend with and deal with. We're going to make our way around and through here. Still have a lot of enemies, so we're going to use these barrels to our advantage to corral them to a point where we can actually blow them up. And then we won't have to contend with too many of them in numbers. Come on, boys. There you go. Goodbye. Goodbye. And then you basically just take your time to grab all the things that Dre pretty much dropped from the enemies that you either killed or blew up, whatever the case may be, and then make your way up and back up here again, because there's actually some treasures up here. Welcome to the stream, viewer. Good evening. I hope you're having a great evening. Over here, there'll be a chest in the back where you will find a mirror with pearls and rubies. And then we want to go back up here because further along the way, we actually were in a hurry. We didn't really want to get I wanted to get ahead and get as close to the priest as possible before he started, like, making all of them mutate. Because every time he does that, he basically makes more of them mutate. And that's more ammo we need to waste. So if you can get to him fast enough, hence why I took the route over here. Drop the chandelier to take out the two down there. Throw the grenade to stun him a little bit. Shoot the barrel to mess up this crossbow chick over here a little bit. It all kind of serves a purpose. And then basically the rest of them would have been indecisive with going up, down, left, or right to get to us. Because there's so many different routes they had to take to get to me. But we took advantage of that. And made the most of it. We had one more oil barrel up here we could have used, but I didn't feel the need to make them chase all the way up here just to get whatever. So I just did the other way. And I think that's going to be it. So we're essentially going to make our way down now. There's going to be one more box in the back here that we passed as we were sneaking around. More rifle ammo. Let's reload our weapons. And then using the red lantern, open the way out. Now in here you will be revisiting this area, but one of these suits of armor will come to life and attack later on when you come back with Ashley. So just bear that in mind. Because we're going to need to come back with Ashley to gain access to this room, if you recall, which is only accessible with help from Ashley climbing up and through that broken wall. We're going to unlock this door, so we got an easier access point moving forward. Inside there will be a treasure. That's why we're coming back here for that. So head on through this door here. And in here, directly to your corner on the right, a lantern with an Alexandrite gemstone. And just follow the path. Nothing major. I was very busy this week with work, so I got called in on my day off to help them. So I actually was not able to get any time to do streaming Wednesday and to Thursday because I was still tired from Thursday. But I got the day off on Saturday, so woohoo! Then I could stream Saturday into Sunday. And we have a cutscene.
You can stop right there, Leon. Wouldn't make me use this, would you?
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working
Stop
for?
flirting, girl. Stop
Oh,
flirting.
Leon. You know I don't work in town. Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
So we pretty much are now in a type of binary. So we got a few things in here we got to get. There's going to be a few treasure icons, but they're not really treasures. They're essentially just key points of interest. So we essentially do have some treasures here, but these are just a key point of interest. Over here will be another stone slab, which we need to get. So go over there and smash the window. Note that one of the treasures is going to be here on the ceiling, another lantern. Get it? And it will be a silver token. I was going to say spindle. And then the last stone slab we need is there. Here will be one of your treasures. This is essentially going to be locked with a small key. We'll get one later on in the game. We'll have to come back here with Ashley as well. Over here will be another treasure icon of an engraved clock. Go ahead and put some stones in it so we can get some money. I'm saving my more rarer stones for a much more special piece that I want. And that will basically be it. Now we're going to solve this puzzle and get out of this room. So right away, you'll pretty much see that we have to adjust certain stones.
Looks like a trick door.
So let's examine this one. This is going to be a shield. This is going to be a suit of armor with a hexagon. And then we have a shield. We have an armor with a square. This will be a shield with a hexagon and a sword with a square. And then we have a sword with a hexagon and a shield with a square. So we obviously know the shield. We'll have to switch these around. So this will go there. This will go there. And that should be it. Yep. Bang.
That should do it. All right. Need to find Ashley.
And at this point, we will encounter a new type of threat in the form of the Plaga spiders. And here we have a new Illuminados entry, Chapter 3, Verse 2. Hear the signal echo through the mountains. Rocks become gravel and the castle walls crumble. Behold, the crimson shade of the night sky, a river of tainted blood befouls the sea. Sacrifice your life in the blood of your enemy and atone for your ancient sins. Here is the first indicator of the Plagas now separating from their hosts.
Oh, great.
Now, these enemies are particularly annoying little things. They can grab onto other Ganados or cultists and essentially turn them into berserkers. However, on their own, they can be rather annoying. They're not really threatening on their own, but they can be rather annoying. But when they are attached to a host, they turn them into like crazed little, they start running and really kind of wailing on you. So you want to get rid of them as fast as possible. So let's push this thing out of the way, and we'll have our first encounter with a berserker parasite.
Christ.
Shooting the ganado in the head will not kill it. Essentially, the parasite is essentially controlling the body, so you basically can slow it down and set it up to die if you can get it off its back. That's really your goal, to get rid of them. Get the things off their back, or neutralize the ganado, then get it off its back. Either way, both are effective methods.
Why not treat yourself, mate? Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
We'll go ahead and sell one of those boot knives.
Won't do you much good in the grave. Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and upgrade our broken butterfly a little bit.
This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Will that come back any time?
She said meeting you once was enough.
How convenient, as I was growing tired of the modern Dutch. Let us play this game of ours in true Salazar fashion.
So once you have that little shit talk moment from Salazar, you can essentially take your shots at taking the enemies off the tower ahead. Much easier, because you're going to need to get up there eventually at some point. Over here, some barrels as well as some small parts. Go ahead and make some shotgun shells. Then we will immediately have an encounter here.
Oh, you were expecting me.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking hitting all over the place. Can't hit the broadside of a barn there, could I? I would have taken out my crossbow to take care of them, but I didn't really see a point in it, especially because I'm kind of limited on space at the present moment. So eventually, at some point, I will take advantage of that. But right now, I just don't have the space to carry the crossbow, the bow gun, the bolt thrower, whatever you want to call it. So once you've taken them down, instead of going up the stairs, we're going to pull this lever here and head on through. This is a very complex puzzle, but essentially it opens and closes. It opens one door and closes another. So you're going to want to have to deal with that at your leisure. Here he comes. Not thinking there's any more. So with that being taken care of, grab the 2 barrels here. And before you go down the ladder, because we're going to go back down the ladder, because that essentially has opened up a door. I would pull the switch up here. I'm just looking for a shot. There is going to be a ball bearing that'll open up the door to the next tower. Shoot that, and that will open up the door, but we still need to get through. So we're going to head on down and make our way through the door that is now open to us. And then we're going to go down to this door. We'll have a few threats ahead of us. Let's deal with them. And that'll be it for our rifle for now. Before we go back the other way, we're going to go over here, smash this barrel, get a couple resources. Get rid of 2 threats. Make it 3 threats. Easy work. Now we will make our way down this passage here, because we will have another threat. Let go, baby. Get off of me. I distinctly kicked her back so I could burn her with the lantern there, and then deal with the other one. So that was a nice trick that someone taught me. Provided you're lucky enough to get a melee attempt. So we're going to make... We'll make some handgun ammo. And then we'll wait to make some more shotgun ammo. Now, heading around here, you will have a lever here. I'm going to wait to pull that because I don't think I need... Oh, actually, I do need to pull that. Okay, so we're going to pull this lever here. And heading on through here, we're going to head up and around. Essentially, it's just making one big horseshoe. It's going to take you around that level. And then head up and around here. We're going to have this gate here. That's going to be shut. We're not going to go that way. Actually, we're going to go around over... Oh, shit, I think we screwed up. I think we were supposed to pull the lever over here. Yeah, we were. So, when you come up here, pull this lever, and that will open up the path here. And then we're going to drop down here. I think we screwed up. Yeah, we did. Damn it. I fucked up. Okay. Let's try this again. This is a very confusing map, so you're going to have a little bit of a learning curve with it. But you're going to pull this lever to open this. Okay. So I was right the first time. We're going to go through here, climb up here. Oh, I don't know what that was. He rolled. I don't know why he rolled. All right, so you got to see the gate down there shut. You got to see this one shut. So you're essentially going to want to leave them shut. So do not pull that lever like I just did, like an idiot. Instead, you're going to drop down, and the door ahead of you is going to be open. And there's a good reason for this. Because there's going to be another treasure we can get that's going to be through here. And that will give us the ornate necklace, which we can now outfit with our jewels. Won't get a nearly good enough profit for that, but there's a reason you want to have at least one gem of each color available for any other nice treasures you might get. So once we're through here, we'll be in this area. Go ahead and smash this. We got some rifle ammo, so let's reload. Shotgun, reload. And TMP, reload. And we're going to unlock the door and head on through. Now, stepping into here, you'll have an enemy above you right there. Go ahead and shoot the lantern above her. This will burn her. And that'll take care of her. And then heading up, have your magnum ready. Blow them both out of their boots. Then reload. And we're going to make our way across here. because when we go dealing with the other El Gigante, we don't want to have them throwing rocks at us while we're trying to climb around and move around on this mother. So get up here. This is where you shot those enemies from the tower earlier with the sniper rifle. Over around here, I just want to show for future reference. Here's another one of those little dolls you can shoot, collectible-wise, the wind-up dolls in the game. So you want to find one up here. It'll be in the description for anyone who essentially is looking for them. There's plenty of dialogues out. There's plenty of guides to help you find them out there. So, but head up here. Grab any and all resources, including the emerald and the yellow herb. And then we're going to go ahead and mix that yellow herb with one of the others. Then we're going to make our way down. I'm a little bit miffed that they didn't drop anything from sniping them, but oh well, it is what it is. Drop down the ladder, and then make your way back across the battlement. You'll basically have to navigate the entire route all the way around while avoiding direct attacks from the El Gigante that's going to be appearing on this particular level, or perhaps around this level. I'm not really too sure, but he will appear up there throwing handfuls of rocks at you like catapults. You will have to go up the stairs. This gate is locked from this side, so go grab the money that the enemy that your torch dropped, and then head up here, and there he will appear. So you want to use these shield as protection. And then in between volleys of his throws, you want to jump down like this. This will open up the path. Then you gotta have your magnum ready and make your way across. You can pretty much tell it's got a pretty damn damaging reach to hit you with that shit, so. Oh. If you take a little damage, don't freak out, just heal and get back on it. So we'll wait for one more volley and book. You'll have a few enemies in your way down here, so I'll take advantage and just shoot them. Get to cover. Head on into this area here, and this essentially will bring you to a crate and a switch. We need the switch to open up this path because that path is sealed. But now we can't go to that path because this is sealed. So now we need to jump down here. So it's a lot of like cat and mouse thing you gotta do here. Over inside this room, there'll be a lantern here. Shoot it, grab the ruby, and then wait for this girly to show up and blow her up. Grab the crates, materials, grab her stuff, wait. It's basically just a matter of timing your movements. Once he's thrown that, get up the ladder. And then head on through. So once we get out to here, we're going to head over here real quick, and we're going to use that small key we got earlier. I didn't mention that before, but I'm sure you caught it. I caught a small key just before I ran into one of those berserkers. So we're going to use the small key here and open this treasure up and get the ornate beetle. Then we're gonna smash the ball bearing, get that cannon to lift up. Take care of her. And get the few resources that are left in this area. Ahead of us will be the way out. Climb this level. You'll have one more ball bearing to smash over here. And then a crate. Now we need to get an opportunity to get to that cannon, so we're going to have to wait between him to throw, then move, get on it, blast him. And because he's fully armored, that's the only way we can really damage him.
Adios, you son of a bitch.
So, bear with me a moment here. So with that being done, we'll pretty much have our clearing to do that. The cheaper way you could do it is if you have the money, you could buy a rocket launcher and you could just knock him out right away. Avoid that whole thing. So it's a good penny saver to have in currency to buy a rocket launcher if you got the money. Dispatching those enemies, then blowing the gate, just like we did when we arrived at the castle in the first place.
All right, open for traffic.
I also can't wait for my camera to get here because I really am like really over this this flary glow color thing with the camera that I'm using. So that should be here at the end of August because it's coming directly from Japan. So we have opened the ball bearings path up so we can move forward. So just head up here and cross over. Grab all the resources these guys drop too. In this case, money. And it looks like Lord of the Rings Buddy isn't exactly done yet.
Sorry, I've had my fill of you guys.
So heading into this part now, we are essentially crossed the battlements and essentially are pretty much right outside of the room where Ashley is. It's kind of hard to believe she didn't hear any of that.
Ashley, where are you?
Thankfully, we have one flash grenade because we're going to need that to get all those crows in the next chapter, which we're going to be heading into. And then outside here, we'll have a golden token. So grab that and then head on through the door for our next cutscene and closing of the chapter.
Stay back. I might hurt you again. I'm so scared. When that happened, I wasn't myself anymore. I was something else.
She must have been terrifying. I know.
You too?
It's okay to be afraid, you know. But you can't run. You gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Well, she didn't really stab him. She tried to stab him. I mean, he caught it with his hand, but he still fucked up his hand pretty good. And that will be the closing of that chapter, which resulted with 54 kills, 74 accuracy, 4 thrives damage, 0 deaths, 33 minutes. So pretty good timing for that. So let's go ahead and save it. Go on to the next one.
Luis, where are you?
Sorry, I screwed up. Come to my rescue, Prince Charming.
I'll show you charming, pal.
Come on. I'm in the ballroom past the courtyard. Don't be late to the dance.
Can't believe that guy.
He's in trouble. We can't just leave him, right?
So with that being said, we're going to be entering into Chapter 9. Over here, you'll find a yellow herb. Over there, the 2 jars with various items. It doesn't really matter what you get. And then here, some more money. We're going to take the opportunity to take a few things and probably put away some others. Definitely going to probably put away the rifle for now because we're not going to really need it. But we are going to need our... We are going to need a... Do I want to use a flash grenade? Don't know. I think I definitely want to have rifle ammo because I'm running low on rifle ammo. So I'll probably take my rifle back out. Kind of counterintuitive, but I definitely want to have some fresh loaded ammunitions. So we'll take that out for right now. Reload it. And then we'll put it back away in storage. And we're going to take out our bolt thrower. Because we're going to need that for some other threats. So heading through, immediately to your left, you're going to have 2 barrels here. Go ahead and smash them. We got a heavy grenade now. So this is a much more powerful grenade. The traditional semi-little anti-personnel grenade is very small in nature, but this has a much more power and a bigger radius. So save these for your really heavy hitter enemies. As you can see, it takes up 2 spaces to the traditional flash grenade, and you have the hand grenade, which is, more compact in nature. So have a flash grenade handy. Just make your way down into the garden. There will be a number of crows here, so we're going to try to get as many of them as possible. I think we got 3 or 4, probably just 3. Looks like one of them got away, but it doesn't matter. If you don't want to use a flash grenade, that's why you can use the bolt cutter, the bolt thrower too. That's the next best option. So that is also a viable substitute if you don't have flash grenades on your person. Flash grenades are just convenient and do a much more better job of getting them all in one shot versus the 10 amount issue of, getting the accuracy down with the bolt thrower.
Look! The flag's been lowered.
So we want to basically lower these 3 flags here to open up the gate leading out of the garden. So you want to head to this first one, which is going to be right here. The other 2 will be on adjacent sides of the courtyard. One there, and then also one here. Once we get closer to the second one, it'll appear on our map as a point of interest. But we're going to go back here. This is essentially where we started off and where Ashley was separated. So head on into here and grab a few things from these crates. Money, in this case here. Obviously over there we already got those items. So heading through and around here, we're going to take a quick right here. It's very labyrinthian, so you can't really get lost, but you also can kind of, get kind of turned around. Snake, go ahead and quickly kill it for an easy healing item. and then go ahead and make some submachine gun ammo. You will have a number of dogs, but if you're quick, you can get 2 or 3 shots. Aim for the side seems to be the best weak point that you can get for an easy, quick kill. Not their head, but their side. Over here, another crate. Magnum ammo. Nice. And then over here, another crate with money, and then a first aid spray. Once you grab it, go ahead and send it to your stash so it doesn't take up space. And then have your bolt thrower ready. And have Ashley stay back.
Spread out.
Okay.
Because we're gonna get into a scuffle with these dogs. And I don't want her getting caught up in the chaos.
One down.
Go ahead over there, and then take them down.
Come on.
Okay.
Just making sure we didn't miss anything there.
Yeah, no sweat.
Another dog will jump through the bush here. So once you get the dog through the bush with the bolt gun or the rifle, depending on whichever you decided to keep, you can essentially take him down, and then you can intercept the other dog from jumping the fence with a shotgun blast or a TMP if you're good with your shooting. Once you come around the fountain, come into the rear, you'll have a jar and a treasure chest with an elegant chessboard. Then you're going to head on through here and immediately ascend to the second tower and pull the lever to drop the second flag. That's 2 of 3. Now heading on through here, we will unlock this door, which would have been locked from the other side. You can go left or right, but this is the most roundabout way to do it in terms of a route that you can actually get everything without having to make any detours. Over here, the treasure of the dog will be there on the ground. Head around the side, get the crate. Easy money. Now you can go... You can go either this route here, or you can go up here. This will just take you back to the central area, so you really want to go through the maze route there. This will take you back to the central area, but there will be a dog jumping through the fence, I think, through the grass again. So, probably not. Usually, I think I'm mistaking it for the OG version, because the OG version, there was a dog that jumped through that part, but maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Disregard. And anyway, you're going to head over here, smash the crate. You get some large resources, small resources, and some money. We're going to use our anti-personnel hand grenade for this. There he is. Oh, you fucker. He got a bite out of me, but I fucked his ass up, so. Now we're going to replace this with the heavy. We're going to replace the heavy grenade with the small grenade. We're going to make some rifle ammo.
Spread out.
Okay.
Oh!
Ashley.
He ran right past me.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Motherfucker. Oh, you's a slippery son of a bitch, ain't you? Where are you, boy? Oh, he's a slippery bastard. I don't like targets, you know, slipping away from me like that because it makes me nervous. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. Gotcha. Oh, another one. Bring it on. Oh, that's a new one. Never seen that animation before. That's a new one on me. Alright, so we're going to use a healing item here. Let's go ahead and use our yellow herb. Make some more handgun ammo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So with those guys being all dealt with, now we can get back to the job at hand. I've never had them get away from me like that, so that's a new one on me.
Okay.
Over inside this gate, though, you'll find a flash grenade, so you'll have a flash grenade in on your person now. You are a liability, girl, I swear to God. I mean, she's just like a couple slivers to the step to the right, and I'm gonna like end up shooting her by accident.
Shit.
So my knife is effectively out of commission. I don't have any more knives yet, so go ahead and order Ashley to pull the lever, and you're gonna head through. So you're gonna leave her alone, much to your detriment, and you're gonna make your way around and up.
Careful.
The third switch will be up here. And then you're going to want to regroup with her fast, because the second you go to leave, cultists will enter the area and attempt to capture her. So you are separated. You need to get to her as fast as possible. So
Now we can finally get out of this maze. Ashley, run!
oh, you fucker. You got away. Get off her.
Hold on, I'll take care of him.
The other one will be, you'll basically have them two come in one direction, you have two come in another direction. Luckily, one of them dropped a boot knife, so we got that.
Ashley, are you alright?
Yeah, thanks.
Now heading up and around through this fenced-in area here will take us back to the main gate, but we will have a new threat of dogs immediately attacking us. We're gonna run and lead them away. But this one's a little bastard. Oh, you motherfucker.
Keep coming.
Bad dog. I think we got rid of it. Nope, we didn't get any other dogs, so that's actually good. So we're gonna make our way now back to the merchant. Before we do that, though, let's drop off our bolt thrower and just take what we have here. We're gonna have a new line of fish we can acquire here. I believe that'll be all of the fish there, right there. Yep, all 4 fish, easy, bang, right there on the spot. So that's actually pretty good. So now we're gonna hike our way through here.
I have something I think you like. Welcome. I've got
So we're gonna sell all of these
your
things now.
valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Stranger. Ooh,
Repair the
I've
knife.
good work if I do say so.
We now have access to the 8x13 case, but again, we're gonna wait because we can get a sale. So I know this is all real tedium, but if you don't want to wait, you don't have to. You don't have to follow my example. You can pretty much get it if you want to. I particularly like to get the most out of my sales. So, and the good thing about it is that when you buy it the one time, it'll pretty much be, a constant in that point. So now we are going to make one little detour, but we're not going to go very far. We're not going to go around like the entire battlements to get those other treasures because essentially we can't really get them. I'm mostly referring to the side drawer here, but we are going to go to this area here and get this treasure just outside the wine cellar. So we're going to do that. So take Ashley with you and just make your way there. Just bear in mind you will have an attack by one of these knights in armor.
Out of the way.
Each time you kill one of these enemies, though, they will drop you a spindle. So you can get a spindle from taking out multiple knights, which where we're going, we're going to get a few of those.
Okay.
In any case, help Ashley do the cooperative search of this room so she can get inside and open the door for Leon.
Okay.
Good work.
You'll find some TMP ammo. You'll find you find the Salazar family chronology file. The Salazar family line has come to an end. In order to cure Ramon's sickness, his mother, Catalina, invited the devil into their home. Inscribed is a brief history of the members that solidified this prestigious bloodline. First generation Count Gregorio, the Conqueror. Gregorio led his men to eradicate the evil that befell the castle. Recognized for his bravery, he was awarded the title of Count and entrusted to keep the demons sealed for generations to come. Second generation Count Hippolito. The sealer, with great effort, Hippolito sealed away the plague of demons that emerged from the depths of the earth. He succumbed to wounds sustained in battle. Third generation Count Gregorio. The architect, driven by irrational paranoia, Gregorio squandered his vast fortune on excessive castle defenses and strange, elaborate contraptions. Fourth generation Count Jose Alonso the Tranquil. Alonso endeavored to restore the family's honor. Fifth generation Count Alejandro the lavish, playful at heart. Alejandro had a courtyard and a ballroom erected before his untimely death. Sixth generation Countess Maria Isabella the Lady Alejandro's widow. Countess Isabella had long reigned before her death at the age of 90. Seventh generation Count Diego the Severe. Similar to his predecessor, Diego was exceedingly strict. He was murdered at the hands of a devil. Eighth generation Count Ramon. His illness should have taken him. Nah, I can't disagree with that. Little runt has been a pain in my ass since I arrived in the castle. In any case, inside here you will find a depraved idol, which we can sell for some money. And that will conclude, at least as far as this search goes. We will not continue further beyond this point because we don't have a small key to get to that shelf, that desk drawer. So we're going to need to find a key for that first.
You gonna sell that thing you got?
Yep, I'm going to sell it, girl.
Stranger, welcome. Well then, what can I thank you?
And now we'll use the opportunity to repair and also upgrade. A lot of your new upgrades will be available now, so go ahead and upgrade your knife, your handgun.
Little bit goes a long way. You'll see.
Your shotgun.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend.
And then also increase the ticket. Increase the damage by 1.5 with the ticket.
Ho, a fine selection. Got a selection of good things on sale.
And you also have access to the Matilda handgun, which you can buy now for 10
Years haven't been kind to us.
spindles. But we're going to get the Chalice of Atonement instead.
Oh.
So let's go ahead and style this thing up. Excuse me. And that will give us a whopping 35,000. So we'll sell that.
Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Well then, what can I do you for? You have a ticket, do ya? Nice. Choose a weapon, stranger, and I'll make it sing.
30. You're not going to have enough to upgrade all of these, so we're just going to go with what we got for now.
Come back anytime.
And we'll make some more handgun ammo. So make your way back to the garden. And you're going to head directly for the ballroom, where Louise is supposed to be waiting for us. Which he won't be. There's a dog below us. I'm debating if I should go get him. I think I will. It's very weird why they would place an enemy that's on the path leading back into the underside of the area, but we'll go get them just for the sake of it. I don't like leaving enemies behind. Because I'm going to have to come back here later on, but it's the point. So we're going to head now back up and head out of here, finally. Over here on the left, you'll have a cabinet inside some large resources. Over here on the right, another cabinet and a blue medallion, which will start us on a new merchant quest line of shooting blue medallions. So go ahead and take the shotgun shells inside. And then here you will have the Grand Hall. Now this is going to be separated into 2 floors. Essentially, these will take you to opposite wings where you need to find items in question. So, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and shoot this lantern here, or cut it, whatever. Grab the Alexandrite gemstone, and then over here another shelf with gunpowder inside it. Here, the merchant will be, and a new shooting range experience. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Got some good news, mate. I recently procured some high quality tools. Now I can do even more nasty upgrades on those weapons of yours. Make them sing even louder for the right price, of course. Give us a shot if you're interested in. So we already know this because we already experienced it firsthand. So over here will be another treasure, which we need to unlock with a square puzzle. And then here we have more of the blue medallions. Now, essentially, these will be in the hall here on the 2nd floor. They will also be on the 1st floor east wing, as well as the 1st floor west wing and the 3rd floor going up. So, but we're going to go down here and tolerate this little travesty of a challenge, because this is going to be the TMP and the shotgun challenge. I'm not a fan of it, but we're going to try to get it done. Yeah, I will not like it. I hate it.
Having a hard
Now, I'm not a fan of the TMP and the riot shotgun in these conditions because it's not very accurate and it requires speed, and I can't do both very good. So we're going to see how well we do with this. First is a TMP.
2, 1, begin!
High score, here we come.
Well, that didn't work.
Next up. 3, 2, 1, begin!
You got this, Leon.
Brilliant! Reload!
I got to get over 25 seconds.
Shot! Keep up that pace!
Serious?
Again, I messed up.
Use this. 3,
I really don't like this gun. It's got a terrible hitbox.
Tell 'em what you got.
brilliant! Reload!
The hitbox on this is awful. Let's see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I get irritated. The hitbox is like your crosshairs are like this, but the hitbox is like it's like this. I mean, what accuracy do you think a player is going to achieve? I can't understand.
High score, here we come.
I mean, a player said it best. It's actually really luck, really, when you think about it.
Beautiful! You missed! It's not like you! 3, 2, 1, begin!
Tell 'em what you got.
Outstanding! Superb shot!
Come on.
People just shoot everything.
Ashley, you're not helping my situation, girl. I'm serious. You're not helping.
3, 2, 1, begin!
High score, here we come.
Now, any other fucking time I get a wide hitbox, that one instance, it's like, oh, no, you win, I hit you here.
Reload!
And you know, the fucking thing that irritates me is I have to move fast with my shooting because if it's below 25 seconds, I don't get the bonus round. It has to be over 25 seconds. So I have to shoot like a madman. They want accuracy, but they want me to shoot like a madman.
1,
Very irritating.
You got this, Leon.
beautiful! Reload! Brilliant! Keep up that pace! You're an artist, mate!
That was awesome.
You've been waiting!
Finally. Now let's hopefully get these skulls.
Look at all of it. Now's the chance. Oh, that was awesome.
Superb shot! That's your lot! My
And it's 3 stars. Now I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied. But I still find it irritating. And then the sad thing is I know it's going to continue to be an irritation. So the next thing we're going to do is the riot gun. Then we're going to have the riot gun and the TMP in a combined effort. The riot gun is not so frustrating. I think the target acquisition is a little irritating. You'll see what I mean in a second. We only got to hit 3 skulls, thankfully. So
3, 2, 1, begin!
Yeah,
I gotta shift over here because the targets are gonna be on the right. Not really. Again, you know, targets are moving too fast for me. And that was... I'm gonna try that again.
That was awesome.
That's better. I'm satisfied with that. That was a lot better. I got 2 tokens. That was actually very good. Now we're gonna basically have to go between a shotgun and TMP.
Show 'em what you got.
Ah!
3, 2, 1, begin!
You got this, Leon.
Come on. Again. Zero the shot, bro. Zero it. Not fucking scatter it.
Show 'em what you got.
Superb shot! Triple kill! Brilliant! Reload!
Reload our weapons.
Incredible! Triple kill! Very good!
Are you serious?
Sorry, mate.
Oh, come on. God damn it.
Penalty. 3, 2, 1, begin!
High score, here we come. Oh, that was awesome.
Triple kill!
Shot.
Reload! Incredible! Very good! Triple kill!
Ah.
Summer! 3, 2, 1, begin!
You got this, Leon.
Superb shot! Triple kill! You're enough! Reload!
Come on.
Very good! Triple kill! Very good!
Are you serious?
That's it!
Ah. How fucking irritating this is. I mean, what chance do you have of hitting those targets like that?
Hurry.
Come on. Double kill! Very good! That'll do it!
Very irritating. Not even remotely. I'm not even remotely satisfied with that. That's why I get so irritated with using this fucking gun. I mean, ugh. It's so inadequate. It's not a good weapon.
Score, here we come.
I mean, it's good in a setting where it's convenient for them, but
Shot.
in a scenario where speed is the essence, no, it's not a good one. And then on top of that, they reduced the ammo count. I went from using. I mean, I don't know. I'm just getting irritated. I need to focus.
You got this, Leon. Oh, that was awesome. High score, here we go. Are you serious? Shot.
Come on! Damn you!
That was awesome.
I got the skulls, but I'm not gonna be happy with that because I took a fucking huge loss with that.
Gotta get him.
That was very unsatisfying. I got a little higher, but I got 2 stars, but I took a 500 hit. So at least I broke somewhat even. I didn't really do as good as I wanted, but I got good enough to where I got 2 stars instead of 3. So far I'm not doing too bad, but I really do not like. I really don't like the use of automatic weapons in the shooting range when accuracy and speed are the necessity. I think the riot gun is okay, even in the most tenuous of ways, but I think the TMP is an ill-gotten and ill choice of weapon. If you notice from the OG version of my Resident Evil 4 playthrough when I live streamed it, I always went with the sniping. And the reason why is because I like control, not chaos. TMP is chaos. The hitbox is fucking huge. Its accuracy is measly. I mean, and as a previous streamer who I was watching, do the TMP live shooting, it's really luck at best to get all the skulls and get all the targets. And especially the case when you only have to destroy to get the bonus conditions right there, you have to do it in 20 seconds or more remaining. And I think that is just, I can't fathom what possibility do you think that is? Okay, maybe there's some people who really kind of can do that. I applaud you. Tip my hat to you. But I don't know. You saw how fucking awful it was. I mean, the reticle was zeroed, and then you got a bullet going from zeroed reticle, but the bullet's hitting way over here. I mean, there was instances where I was hitting the sailor and I wasn't even aiming at the fucking sailor. So, your guess is as good as mine when you're going for the shooting range. What's your opinion on accuracy? Well, I can tell you right now, TMP isn't meant for accuracy. So, in my opinion, it shouldn't be really something that should be forced on the player unless they want to be sloppy. You want precision, you want accuracy, you want speed, you want responsiveness, and you want good target acquisition. Now, the TMP may deliver on one or two of those fronts, but effectively in scope, it can't possibly be the adequate choice that you would want in a shooting range. And I feel that's how I feel about it. And that's how I think a lot of people will agree that the TMP is probably one of the worst in the game for the shooting range. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, though. That's what we got. So we had to do it. I'm glad we got through it, though, because I hate it. That's my least favorite one. Second only to the very last challenge, where it forces you to really kind of use all weapons: the blacktail, the semi-auto rifle, the striker, and the TMP. With an impossible number of targets, moving at an impossible amount of speed. So I still, honest to God, to this day, have never completed that fully. I've never gotten the bonus round in the final shooting range challenge. I just can't do it. I'm not fast enough. I have to play to my strengths, and clearly I'm not fast enough to do that. So, but we got our S's, we got our medals. Let's go spend them.
That was like something you'd see at the fair. It reminds me of being a kid.
Yeah, but the fair is rigged, sister. Nobody wins at the fair. Unless they know the fix is in. So we got a zealot with a boat gun. We got Don Jose. We got 30% off body armor repairs with Ada. We got Maria, 15% Magnum ammo bonus, crafting bonus frequency. We got a soldier with dynamite. We got Dr. Salvador. Now we're into the gold tokens, so hopefully we'll get something really good here. Another Dr. Salvador. And we got Leon with a rocket launcher. So we can buy 20% off a rocket launcher. And we got a chicken. So the chicken will give us the perks of 100% health recovery with any egg we eat. Very handy in professional playthroughs, because essentially every egg you consume is essentially first aid spray healing. So let's go over here and let's sell some of these charms that we got doubles of. So we got 2 of Dr. Salvador, 1 of the soldier with dynamite, and that's it. Everything else is pretty much even keel. So let's go ahead and improve our weapon.
Choose a weapon, stranger, and I'll make it see. Anything else I can play?
We don't really have enough to upgrade anything yet, so we're not going to do that quite just yet. What we are going to do is get to work on navigating the rest of this area. So we're going to head out into the main hall and head up the stairs.
Look, there's a statue up there.
And there will be a statue, which will indicate we need 3 heads to open it. On the wall, this is essentially the Greek myth monster of a chimera, which had the head of a goat, the body of a lion, and the snake head. Very not appropriately attributed, because actually the lion's head would be here, the goat would be on its back, and the snake head would be the tail. But whatever. We just need to find those heads now. So over here there will be a blue medallion. Go ahead and shoot that. Over here will be another wall. challenge, rats have infested a section of the castle and are gnawing away at all the precious books, but those heretics couldn't care less. Please, someone get rid of these vermin before it's too late. Exterminate all the rats in the Grand Hall and Library. So there will be 3 rats, 2 of which we can access right now, but the third one we won't be able to access until the next chapter. So we're going to get started. This is essentially where we're going to be entering this hall. The rat in question will be right here. We're going to wait for him to stop scurrying around. There's going to be one of the snakes.
Huh. A dining hall.
Eat here? No thanks.
So you're essentially going to have Ashley sit down here.
No problem.
That's one rat. You guys got caught on the chair. And then you're going to sit here. Now, if you pay close attention, the clues to this puzzle are going to be up here. She's going to sit at a table with a napkin, a wine glass, a plate, golden spoon, golden fork, 2 golden knives. That's essentially where she's sitting.
You do a lot of missions like this?
Well, yeah. But I'm not used to having such good company.
Is that a compliment?
Take it however you want.
Once you smash the jars and grab the resources, you're going to sit at this table. This is going to be in the other picture, which is going to be like a vodka bottle, 2 forks, spoon, 3 knives, and bread. So sit down, and then you're going to hit the indicators, which is going to be X and X. There. There.
Leon!
Looks like we figured it out.
And that will be one of the 3 heads. Let's go ahead and make a flash grenade. We're going to need one where we're going. So with that head being collected, you will also shot the blue medallion through the window. So that will be another challenge completed. Not challenge completed, but one step closer to a challenge completed. Head over here and use the snake head. Now we need to find the lion and the goat head. For that, we're going to head up the left staircase. Why are you panting so much, girl? You're not even running that much. Over here will be a jar. Smash it for a green herb, and then head on through. And then have your heavy grenade ready.
We're sandwiched, all right.
Get up here, girl. Get up here. Once we get around here, basically that's why we did that, was basically to get rid of these guys.
Okay.
There will be a trap somewhere, where they'll be jumping through.
Give me a break already.
Just stand your ground here and take them out one by one. Come on, boy. Come on. I know there's more of you. That it? You had enough?
You hurt?
I'm good, thanks.
Now we'll go back and grab all the resources they dropped. Also, you might want to re-equip your rifle, because we actually put the rifle away. And we actually whenever you put something away, if it's got an attachment to it, it's important to reacquire the attachment and put it back on it, because when you put it in storage, it takes the scope or the laser sight off the weapon. So just bear that in mind when you put stuff away, to make sure that the parts you had on it are back on it when you go to use it. Take the moment to just basically sweep the area, make sure you didn't miss anything that you might need to pick up. A lot of jars that are cleverly blending in the environment, so you don't want to miss those either. There's also a treasure chest down here, so grab that as well, where you'll find a yellow diamond. A jar here with some gunpowder. And another medallion here, which we can break. And then another jar here with a hand grenade. Make some shotgun shells. Now make your way up. And open this door, which was locked from the other side. Obviously now it'll be unlocked, as enemies try to get up here. Head over here, and you'll find shotgun shells on the balcony, and then these two jars in the back. And then grab the goat head. And now we can make our way back. But before we can, we'll be ambushed by a number of enemies trying to intercept us.
Nice shot. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So once we get through here, make our way back. Now we could go back and put the goat head on, but we're not. We're going to continue to the left and make our way around to the next goat, to the next item in question. So I'll go ahead and grab the gunpowder from this cabinet here. Down here, another cabinet inside will feature a hand grenade. We'll go ahead and take that as well. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot that 5th medallion there, and then head through this door here.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Little old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
I can't tell if Ashley's flirting with him. It feels like she's flirting with him. Once you grab the green herb up here, another metal will be inside this lantern. Go ahead and shoot that. Over here, inside this cabinet, will be a small key, which we will use going back to a certain point. I will show you where. We're going to head into here, though, and follow this hall to the lion head, surrounded by these peculiar placements of armor. Before we drop down there, though, head over here through these curtains and shoot the 6th and final
That should do it.
blue medallion. And then head over here to this drop point and drop into the room.
Ashley, stay up there.
Okay, be careful.
Now, this is going to be a rather contained environment, but it's going to be a really good one because essentially Ashley is going to actually help Leon with this part of the game. So we're going to have a few things here we're going to do. Number one, we're going to make some SMG ammo. so we can use some space. Search the room first around the periphery so that you don't miss anything. There are a few things to grab in this room. Handgun bullets by this armor. And then more gunpowder. Oh, and also over here. Do not forget about the large resources here. Which we're going to make, make some more SMG ammo. And that will be it. Now we're going to grab the lion's head, and then all these suits of armor are going to come to life. Reason why we have so many flash grenades is because it's going to be handy to have here.
Can't be serious.
We want to damage them enough to where we can get the helmet off their head and essentially make it very easy for us. Now Ashley will get the lanterns and use them to essentially stun them.
Hey! Look! It stopped moving! I don't think they like the lantern fire! Take this! Get away from Leon!
Oh, that hurt.
Go to hell.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay?
Yeah. Nighty night. Nights.
Then over there, grab Ashley.
Nice catch. You sure you're alright? You're not burned, are you?
Nah. Thanks for your help. I really did the trick.
So with that being the case, we're going to pull the lever together with Ashley to open up this door that needs two people to open it. And then that will be our way out. Cool thing about that is we get all those spindles. So we can buy a lot of treasures with the spindles. And here will be your second rat that you will shoot for the challenge.
You don't think they're gonna move, do you?
Then down here at this end, we will have the square cube device. This is essentially the device we need to open up a lot of those locked cases. Now we have that, we can start hunting some of those treasures down, which is going to be our next job before we move on with the rest of the chapter. We'll go ahead and make another flash grenade. And then we'll be able to open this door, which was essentially locked from the other side. Now, first things first. We're going to head into here,
I knew I could count on you.
get our 5 spindles. Now, you could pretty much use these at your leisure to buy anything you want. You could try the Punisher or anything else in between, but for right now, I'm going to save them. I have no reason to purchase any of these things except maybe to sell the Red 9's stock, or perhaps even one of the cases that I could potentially use. This will give me large resources if from enemies that drop them, If I have this suitcase, it'll drop large resources from enemies. If I use this, it'll drop red herbs from enemies. So there's really nothing you gain from having them spent.
What can I do you for? Pleasant travel.
So we're going to head on over here, and we're going to use our cube to gain entry to this little thing. So you're going to rotate it around so that the patterns fit the square. And then sliding it in, you'll get it in. And you'll get yourself a treasure in the form of the butterfly lamp, which we can now outfit with the gems that we have. Now we'll also go through this door here,
Break's over, I suppose.
which will take us to a type of rail car, which is, I guess, is how that little imp gets around the castle really fast.
You don't
So
get car sick or anything, do you?
You're about to find out.
kind of cute.
We're here.
And once we're here, over here on the left, you'll have a treasure chest, which will be an elegant crown. This is probably the most profitable piece of treasure you're ever going to find in the game. So right away, we're going to outfit this thing with every beauty we got. So we're going to put the red ruby, the alexandrite, the emerald, and then we're going to put the sapphire and the yellow diamond. This will give us a 100,000 piastas for a 2.05 color bonus. The more colors you have of different origin, the better the payout. So this is why I try to keep one gemstone of each kind specifically for this reason. So we got that, and that's going to bring a big payday. Now we'll head up the stairs, unlock the door from the other side. Then we're going to head through here. This will take us back to the audience chamber. Heading through here, there'll be an audience of cultists. So immediately take them down. So we got one of them to mutate, but that's why I wanted to get rid of them really fast before they mutated any further. He'll drop a red burial gemstone, which will be great. So we're going to reload our weapons, and then we're going to have a key here, which we can use for this drawer. So open it up. Inside, we'll find a golden bar, which will be great. And then we can use our cube to unlock this treasure, which will have an idol, I think, inside. Or a figurine of some sort. Another treasure we've got knocked off the list there. Just the statue. And that will basically be the entire... Oh, we got a treasure back here I missed. Wow, okay. I forgot about that. We got to go get that. Luckily for us, we got the means of doing that, so let's head back outside and get that. I actually can't believe I missed that. Holy shit. When you first get to the castle, this is a treasure I missed, so don't miss this treasure when you first get to the castle. I can't believe I missed that. I am so sorry. What a fuck up. So if you remember from the first playthrough of the part 2 of the stream, this is essentially going to be right here, hidden in here, a elegant bangle. So I can't believe I missed that. Wow. What a mistake. We don't really have any other treasures of gemstones, so we're going to have to wait for an opportunity to get something else in our tableau for that little doodad. I mean, you could put a red gemstone in it, but I don't really want to. They already got one in it. I don't want to waste a perfectly good spot for another one. Okay, let's make sure we didn't miss anything else, shall we? All right. Wow. That was a. That's not a. That's. Eesh. I don't like making mistakes like that because it's just it's costly. So, but thankfully I caught it before I moved on. So once you get back here, we're just gonna run our way. We're not gonna take the cart back because we got an opportunity where we can get a few more enemies out of our way. So we're gonna take the water hall again. There's gonna be a few new enemies here. There'll be a few new enemies in certain locations once you revisit them. So you can take an opportunity to get some easy money or easy resources.
All right.
So three gunpowder resources there. Put her down, dickhead.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Watch out!
Oh, right there.
Leon, watch out!
Come on, girl.
Sorry, must have slipped.
That's another one down. Some enemies you don't really need to go looking for. If they hear the gunfire, they'll essentially come looking for you, particularly in certain cases. So in that particular instance, they did come looking for me. So if you do miss any, not a big deal. Just dig in and wait, and eventually sometimes they will find you instead. But head up here, grab what these enemies up here dropped. Money, 1,000 piastres. Very nice. I'll take it. And then over there, we've got something as well. 400 piastres. I'll take it anyway. Now, I think we have one more stop to make for fish at that little pond. And then that pretty much will be that. We're going to make some handgun ammo, though. Nice gargoyles. So heading out into here, again, make a visit over here, see if there's any fish that we can acquire. Don't think there is yet. I think maybe I may need to go into the next chapter first before I can think about getting the fish. So, but in any case, doesn't matter. We'll continue on back to the ballroom or the grand hall. And let's go ahead and pay a visit to the merchant and make a sale.
Why not? Welcome. Ooh, what
So.
you buying? Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that.
We're not on sale yet, so we will have our chance, though, eventually. What we will do, though, is upgrade our weaponry. So let's go ahead and upgrade our TMP,
Try that on for size. There you are.
our rifle.
As you wished. See how that feels, mate. A fellow like yourself should notice the difference right away.
Then go ahead and increase the... We won't increase the rate of fire.
Will come back anytime.
And then we add the goat and the lion head, and that will conclude our round with, per se, Leon. Because the second we open up the path, we will be beset by cultists.
The stairs!
Stay back.
And separated from Ashley.
Run. Now!
Run, girl. They're mad.
I won't run. Wait for me, Leon.
So with that being the case, we are now in control of Ashley. So with that being the case, we're going to need to find our way out. We have sealed the door, and we can't get out that way, and Leon's trapped. So we need to find our way there to him.
Need to find a light.
Over here will be a lantern. Take it, which will open up a hidden door. I definitely do like the atmosphere this creates because this has a much more, granted to the OG version it was very good, but this is a lot more scarier feeling.
Don't scare me like that.
And that right there will be the third rat we need to kill, but unfortunately we can't kill it with Ashley. We need to do it with Leon. But luckily Leon will have access to this area later on. So heading into this library section here, you'll notice that a lot of the lanterns are by statue, suits of armor which have been taken over by the Plaga. You can pretty much see the Plaga inside, all tendrilized up.
Is that a clock?
So we have a clock here. This is essentially going to be a puzzle we need to solve. I know the answer already, but we're not going to go through with it.
The hands move.
So we need to find the solution. I know the solution, but I'm going to skip it. I want to get other treasures that we need to find with Ashley's help. Ashley's help. Way to the hidden mausoleum. The resting forebears answer to the chosen time. It is the Lord's blessing you seek. Have courage and fear no darkness. So with that note, we're going to head through this door here and make our way through this area. The elevator leading out will be locked with a key. We need to find the keys for that as well.
It's locked.
So we're basically getting a pretty good lineup of all the things we need to do to get as far as getting back to Leon. It's a bit of a puzzle course with Ashley. So there's really no offensive measures. She can die with just one hit, so you really have to kind of like play it like you're trying to stay out of harm's way and stay hidden. We haven't encountered any enemies as of yet, but we will eventually. And there will be a treasure we need to basically crawl in there to get, but we need keys to get them, so we gotta find those keys. So heading over here, you'll see this altar-like path here. We need to get
Dead end.
pretty much, it looks like a dead end, but above us is actually a staircase, so we need to find our way over to this panel here, place the lantern down, and that will show a hidden door case. And then around over here will be a crank, which we can turn to lower the stairs above us.
A hidden staircase? It must lead to a secret room or something.
Head back and grab the lantern to get back access to the staircase. Then heading up and around the stairs. Here will be another puzzle for Leon to solve with his little Rubik's Cube key. But more importantly will be the ring of keys over here on the table.
Keys.
And now a suit of armor is now walking around, so we need to be a ninja and slip around. You can avoid this one with real ease because he only goes in a square circular pattern around the bookcases.
No way.
So heading into here, you will have this kind of fish-like aquatic chest. You can pretty much identify from the indications of the wolf female with the fish-like attributes. So we want to basically use the keys. So we got a snake key, a fish key, a crest key, and then an eagle key. We're going to use the fish key to open the chest. And inside will be an elegant perfume bottle. Now, bear in mind, it is important. I cannot stress this. It's important you get these treasures now with Ashley. Ashley will essentially drop them for Leon when she is, well, taken again. If you do not grab these with Ashley, they will remain inaccessible to Leon. He will not have the keys. He will not be able to open them, so it's important you don't miss these. Get these while you can. The blue lantern will keep them frozen so long as the lantern is shining on them. So we want to get over here quickly as the second one shows up and immediately use the crest key to open this door.
Which one is it?
This will activate the elevator, enable us to get on board.
What now?
The elevator has essentially stalled, so we're going to need to open it up the old-fashioned way and climb out onto the second floor.
Leon?
Ashley, are you okay?
Hang on. I'll figure something out.
Now the crest is essentially what we need to open up this door to get access to the second balcony and get that enemy cultist off the lever to get Leon out.
What's this slot for?
Over here on the table will be another note. The insignia. The key to getting out of this confounded place is the Salazar family insignia. To find it, I must venture to where that cursed armor awaits, the underground mausoleum. O merciful Lord, enact your righteous justice upon the wicked usurper, the maniacal monster Ramon Salazar, and may your blessed blue light protect our forever faithful servant. Up here, another square chest for Leon to open. A clock, once again there. But to get the solution to the puzzle, follow the blood trail here to a dead priest who was initially here eating and now is no longer here. Probably now turned. But the password is 1104, the clock.
Maybe.
Over here, around this corner here, will be another chest we can unlock using the bird, the eagle key. So use it. And inside you will find a blue sapphire. Then make your way over to this first clock. 1104. So we're going to wind the clock back to here. Hey, you notice something there on that? Look at the clock here. Look at that gong. Umbrella symbol.
No, I saw another clock like this one.
You ever notice that? Little gong at the bottom of the clock? It's got the umbrella it looks like an umbrella symbol. Another night will come.
It's all good. Nice and slow.
Immediately head over, wind the crank, and then get out. Now here we will have another enemy in front of us. Go ahead and use that one to stop him.
Don't look back! Don't look back!
Now we're going to do the same thing from here. Beat down the door, solve the puzzle. Another umbrella. It looks like an umbrella symbol. Look at that shit. Now we're going to head down the stairs with those knights in hot pursuit.
Come on! Come on!
Oh!
Thank God.
I thought for sure she was going to get hit.
I'm done with armor. Didn't I just say I was done?
I am done with armor. And then she comes down here and she's got like 1, 2, how many we got? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. She got 12 suits of armor blocking her way. So how this works is at the far end you have this gate. All the illuminated symbols of their house is essentially here. The fish, the snake, the deer, and the eagle. We need to run around and ring all the gongs and essentially hopefully not get killed doing it, because we are going to be really in a tight confined space as each of these suits of armor comes to life. So we're going to have to hopefully do this without getting killed. So we're going to start with the eagle, rush over to the fish, then basically over to the deer back there and the snake right there. So let's hope for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, And then as they try to pursue you, the blue lantern here will essentially stop them and freeze them in place. Over here will be your last and final chest that you need to unlock with the keys before they're no longer useful. Use the snake key to unlock this one for the sake sigil. For an emerald. Then, just make your way through. Pay good mind to this golden armor, as Leon will have to fight this later on when he explores this area after Ashley is taken captive from him again. Now, down inside the mausoleum, we will have another puzzle assorted to the lanterns, which we will need to solve. So as you can see, there is a circle of different types of patterns befitting of the lanterns. So we need to basically put them in the correct order. So here we have a full moon, which requires a fully circle lantern, which we have. So we're going to put that in its place. Over here we'll have a crescent moon-like lantern symbol, which we need to put in its place. And then over on the other side will be a star-shaped light, which we will put in place with this lantern. Now, this will deny us access to a lantern, so our measure of safety is no longer assured. But we now have the Salazar insignia. Upon taking it, the lanterns will go out, and then suits of armor will come to life.
No, don't go out.
So we need to run.
I've had enough of this.
As all the suits come to life, and we will want to get out of here. So climb through the legs of these frozen suits of armor, and just bolt to the elevator. Now we will have to navigate our way and do a little dodge work with Ashley getting through these other knights up here. If you know what you're doing, it should be pretty easy. All you gotta do is get to the second floor now.
Almost there.
There's a lantern that Leon will be able to acquire here, and the other treasures in question are all treasures that Leon will be able to get when he takes over again. So just run into here, use the insignia, and that is a wrap.
Leon!
Ashley,
By this point, Leon will have taken care of all the cultists, and
Hey, Zach, I'll get you out.
will get him out of there. Key to the door.
Hey, try this.
can you make it down? I can catch you.
Yeah, I think so.
Nope.
Ashley! Shit!
And that will conclude Chapter 9. An hour and 25 minutes, 59 kills, 64% accuracy, large due courtesy of the freaking shooting range. But all in all, not terribly bad, but what are you going to do? So let's proceed forward into Chapter 10 now.
what's become of the Amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
Fine. Keep your mutt.
Who the fuck you calling mutt?
You get bit.
Hmm.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Ada?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you. Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Hey, Ada! Ada! Perfect.
After Ashley has been taken, she will drop all the resources there at that particular point for you to collect. Now we're going to take our way back into there, and we will have another challenge here waiting outside this hall. The Merciless Knight. I seek a brave soul willing to dispose of that monstrosity of a knight, but be warned it is much stronger than others. He cut down our best with a single strike. Defeat the strong threat. Mausoleum. Reward 8 spindle. This is going to be the golden knight that you will actually have seen with Ashley. So this is essentially where Ashley was, so we're going to navigate the area she was just in. There's our rat friend. That's another challenge done.
Yes.
So with that spindle, we'll have another knight here.
Sorry, must have slipped.
I'm using the rifle because we're about to get an even more powerful rifle, which we'll send to our storage. So up here, go ahead and use the cube, and you will get access to a new powerful rifle of the CQB-R rifle. Now, this obviously is going to be too big for us to take at the present moment, so we're going to send it directly to our storage. But this is essentially basically an M4A1 that has been repurposed into a rifle. Very fast rate of fire, high critical hit damage, but it eats ammo like chocolate. I personally don't think... I mean, it's a great weapon to use, but do I personally think it's a great weapon to the semi-auto rifle? Not really. I guess it really kind of depends on your preference. So we're not going to really use that right now. I'm going to use up the rifle that I have, the ammo in the rifle I have, and then we're going to switch to that weapon. Because I want to get a little bit of a little showmanship in order for the fact of it being utilized in such a way. Heading into here, the elevator will essentially be locked and inaccessible. So we're going to head through this doorway over here and shoot the lantern down for another yellow diamond. Also, because we have that treasure now, we can actually use that to put it in the bangle. So do that. Then heading up the stairs into here, go ahead and use the other item in question here. And we'll open this treasure to get another statue in the form of the golden lynx. So take it. And that will be another treasure. Heading over here, you can basically access the ladder to drop down into this area. But we're actually going to go back because we actually have a shorter route to get to the mausoleum, which is our destination. Also, don't forget over here about this lamp, this jar. Now we'll head down to the mausoleum, where we will go after that golden knight.
Time to get medieval on your asses. There you go.
Ooh! Nasty hitter. Now, typically, you could actually use the bolt gun, the bolt thrower, to essentially take out a lot of hits, especially before they, appear. But you basically, it's kind of, I don't know. Me personally, I like using the explosives because it essentially breaks their armor easier, in my opinion. I would use my Magnum if I had that, but I don't have the luxury of that privilege. So, in any case, we're going to sell the rifle now and switch over to the more powerful CQB-R. But before we head back topside, we're going to go ahead and search around for these jars that Ashley couldn't break and get whatever's inside of them. We cannot go through that path down there, so that is going to be an inaccessible area. But there's nothing really down there for us to grab at this point. So we're going to head upstairs now and return back to the hall where we originally had Ashley in our company, but lost her. Let's head back up. cut through the library. Matter of fact, take one last look just to make sure you didn't miss any jars or anything. That way we may have wanted to grab and we couldn't. I don't think so. Probably not. So we're just going to move on. I'm a little curious how the hell that guy got up there. It's got to be a hidden passage behind one of those walls that we don't know about, because otherwise it would be a shit show to actually think he just appeared out of the halls like a ghost. Up here, you'll find another jar that I must have missed. Before we go another step forward, let's pay a visit to the merchant. Real quick.
Took care of a request, did ya? Good stuff.
3, 8.
I got something new for you.
Here, we'll buy 3 gunpowder.
An interesting choice. I mean it in a good way, of course. Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no difference. Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Pleasure doing business with you. Got a selection of good things.
We also now have access to a really powerful shotgun in regards of the striker. So we can essentially get that probably when we get to the island. I personally would see myself doing that. It's a very powerful shotgun with a wide spread. But I want to use my riot gun for just a little bit longer. So we're going to do that. We can buy the body armor. So we'll definitely do that.
I can help you with, come back anytime.
Inside the storage thing, we'll also go ahead and buy the bolt. We'll get the bolt thrower. Oh, wait a minute. I want to make some more magnum ammo, so let's go ahead and do that. Not going to really want to use the extremely long scope for this rifle. We're going to go with the 8 cog because, I mean, for me, I just think the high-powered scope is just overkill. So we're going to go ahead with that and keep that in that measure. I'll probably buy the shotgun at some point. I'll use this for a little while longer, and I'll sell the other one. So with that being said, we're going to move on now with the next pivotal point in the game's overall exploration. So we're going to head directly for this atrium-like building, where we will encounter novistadors, insectoid little critters that apparently have the power to camouflage into almost virtually very easily things. As you can see here, there's one of them hidden on the ceiling right there. So shooting it will essentially make it appear.
Fucking monsters.
These are essentially the bare these are essentially the bare emphasis of what the Las Plagas are. I'm not really sure. Personally, I feel that it's kind of a bit confusing because in the OG version they were a product of the Las Plagas. They weren't the sole inheritant species of the Plaga, but this is basically what this is where the bugs were in their adult formality. So here we have 2 more trying to ambush us. Oh, you motherfucker. Fuck out of here. This path has not really changed much from the OG version, but it has certain deviations to its design. which we will basically get into as we progress. So once you jump the balcony, head upstairs to the second floor, and you will find a number of things. Notably, over here will be a crate with some money and gunpowder, as well as a lantern above with another silver token. Inside the cabinet, some shotgun shells. Over here, a first aid spray inside the glass cabinet. And then over here, a drum with more gunpowder. But if you go over here and you look out the window, you can see interactively look over to a clock tower, which is essentially where we're going to be going. That is pretty much where Ramon and Ashley are going to be. And then here we have a new file, Chronicles of the Pursuit 1. July, 2 years since my awakening. Master Ramon has bestowed upon me a truly righteous undertaking to improve upon the flaws of our human form. Seek perfection as observed in our anthropodal siblings, the Plagas. To this cause I shall willingly devote my life. January, 4 years since my awakening. My efforts to transfuse the black liquid into my body are at a precipice of success. The womb is the key. A pure soul proves to be highly malleable and adaptive subject. January, 6 years since my awakening. I have named the sacred larvae carried in the womb of the chosen U2 after my own. They shall carry the prestige of my family name as if I had spawned them of my own flesh. The U2 are now close to the size of adult humans, and they continue to feed and multiply. I have successfully created a new species. Okay, so I was wrong. Apparently that the U2s are the Novistadors. So essentially these are pretty much those big bugs that we've seen. They're not Las Plagas, but they're a product of it, created by this asshole, which is pretty much going to be I believe his name is Vertigo. He's the one who took Ashley. Master Ramon has recognized my efforts and blessed me with his praise. He has taken the U2, calling them Novistador, meaning the unseen. I've been told that His Holiness Lord Sadler himself has also expressed pleasure with my work. What an extraordinary honor this is. I can hardly see the tip of my quill to the tears of joy. His humble servant is Isiro Irate Talavera. I can't imagine an asshole like that has tears of joy to cry. Now, entering this, I believe, is the ballroom. Yep, this is what's left of the ballroom. He wanted us to meet him here. He's got to be fucking stupid. Look at this place. Grab the gunpowder from the table and the jar there, and below you will see a number of bugs. This one is obviously not doing a very good job hiding. And there's actually bound to be more. We do not have access to the thermal scope, but when you do have access to the thermal scope, this is a good indication of where you can use it. So let's go ahead and down there. Like, we can't really get a clean shot from down there, so we're going to head around. The second you try to go down the stairs, though, you will be attacked by Novistadors. Particularly when you shoot this one.
Wow, Ramon, you are really slacking on your pest control. Keep coming.
I can hear him, but I can't see him. There he is. There's going to be a bug right there on the right. You can see it.
Keep coming.
Now, periodically, you will have bugs that will drop you gemstones, particularly blue and red gemstones if you're lucky. So if you do get it, that's great, because that's actually more treasure for you to potentially have to upgrade and sell as well. So just bear that in mind when you take them down. Be hopeful for gemstones. Oh! Where did you come from? Come on, bug boy, come on up. There's another blue sapphire. Rifle ammo and money. Another blue sapphire. Over there will be another Navistador. Inside here, you'll find a hand grenade underneath this rubble, but more importantly, before the circus came to town, more importantly, you'll find this lantern here, which will have a red ruby in it. Now, heading through this area here, you'll have a few more of them hiding on the ceiling and whatnot, so just take your time to take them down, so they don't ambush you. If they do ambush you, you'll get attacked, or you may get grabbed. It doesn't really matter. I'm not sure which one really would matter, but because you're going to take damage regardless. But heading over here, you'll have another enemy here. Oh! Again! Motherfucker. So we essentially are going to ditch the shotgun now. We'll sell that, and we'll buy that that more compact version of the shotgun, the Striker. Not nearly as powerful, and it has reduced range, but it has a huge wide range. So it's like, I don't know, how would you really describe it? The Riot shotgun has really long range with a focused scope, but Striker has a much more higher volume count, but it's very kind of wide. So this versus this. So, but it has a greater count of ammo that it can hold at one time. This door is essentially going to be for later. We're not going to come through this way quite just yet. That'll probably be after the next chapter. So we're gonna head upstairs now. Actually, no, wait, I mistook. We had a lever that we had to pull, so we're gonna go back. Basically, when you get over here, you're gonna get the treasures. Obviously, from that point over there, that's essentially your goal. But more importantly, is going up this ladder, because we have to open up the gate to get through to the next area. Ahead of us will be another Navistador, horribly camouflaged, I might add. Pulling that lever will open up the vertical gate. Now we have to go to the other lever and open up the horizontal gate. Man, get off of me. Think I'm playing with you? So make your way down now and across. You may have a new batch of bugs that may appear. They're kind of in the room regardless. I mean, they're hiding really well. And then you gotta head up the stairwell here. And then once the music settles and there's no more bug sounds, you essentially are pretty much truly out of harm's way. There are no more bugs to attack you, so you won't have to worry about them anymore. Now, pulling the lever will enable us to open up the other path going forward. Then you just drop down right here on the spot. Now, we're going to be pretty much on the right way of getting forward with the rest of this. Now, we're going to need our bolt thrower for this because this next part is going to be a bit tricky. This guy again. Shit talking.
Not much of a knight, are you? Your princess is a spirited individual. I must say, she gave us a considerable amount of trouble.
Atta girl. So once you get out here, you're basically just going to explore all these options here. You'll see some ball bearings holding this gate up. One to the left, one to the right. That'll drop the drawbridge, enabling you to get to that point. And now it would be ill-advised for you to use any loud weaponry because ahead of us will be not one, but two Grenadors that we will have to deal with. Before we get to that point, though, we're going to make our way back to the merchant. Just a little distance back. Because we really need to have a stronger knife for what's to come. And we got the means of upgrading it, so let's take advantage of that. You'll, of course, unlock the door, which was barred from the other side, which is why we took the window instead. And at the same time, we will purchase the shotgun. Sell the riot shotgun and purchase the striker shotgun.
That might interest you.
Also, go ahead and send this first aid spray back to your storage. You're not going to need that.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Thank you.
So, let's go ahead and buy...
Why not try
Let me take a look at my
your
notes
hand
here.
at
Hold on a
new
second.
guns, stranger?
Let me take a look at my notes here. I don't want to make a mistake and jump the shark, if you will. I don't think there is a sale for the heavy grenade, so I'm just taking a look at my notes real, making sure. Okay, so yeah, there is no sale for the heavy grenade, so we'll go ahead and buy that. And we'll go ahead and buy this case upgrade too, because actually the sale here is for the 913 case, not the 813. So we can actually buy this case now. So I'll buy this.
That's pretty big. Enough to get the job done, surely.
We'll buy the recipe for the heavy grenade.
We've been saving that one for the right customer.
And the striker shotgun.
You'll be shooting off some nasty fireworks in quick succession with that.
And then we will improve the durability and the weapon
It doesn't get
in that case.
It's a veritable work of art, mate.
We'll go ahead and upgrade our magnum.
This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way.
And the handgun.
Dazzled, are you? That is a top-notch weapon. You really don't settle for anything less than the best, do ya?
And the bolt gun.
As you wished. We're starting to get an idea of your taste. Pleasant travels.
We got a pretty good lineup of material here in terms of armaments, so not a bad run so far. Now let's go ahead and go follow up on that next sectional. So we're going to head back to the ballroom and then make our way through. I think we may have some new enemies in our way, so hopefully we won't. Cross your fingers. Doesn't look like we got no bug enemies, so that's good. I'll take it. But have your bolt gun, your bolt thrower at the ready, and then immediately head to these double doors. And you will see you will have not just one, but two garage doors. One that's in full armor, and the other is just a normal one. We do not want to deal with firing our gun too much if we can help it, because we will have to deal with the enemies knowing about our position. Oh, that hurt. Ow. I thought I parried in time. I guess not. Thankfully, we got a red herb and a green herb now, thankfully. Definitely want to take advantage of any and all stealth opportunities, so that makes your job that much less difficult, especially with dealing with enemies and not getting too many of these guys being a pain in your ass. If you have to use a grenade, which, you know, you can get away with it as long as you're not using guns. The Garradors will essentially have broken free now, I believe. Damn it. It's kind of a very cat and mouse game we're playing here, but it's okay. Get the fuck off me, girl. I ain't got time for you. Oh! That hurt. You will find there is a number of bells here you can use to your advantage.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
This is the only instance where I'll use my handgun if I can help it. Come on. Dickhead. Die.
Damn it.
Each one will have a unicorn horn, which you need for the statues to get out of the room. That's why it's important to kill them. Otherwise, if I could get away with not killing them, I would rather do it. If you have a rocket launcher, you can kill them right away from the jump, but I don't particularly do it until I'm second or third playthrough. But that's the atypical option to do. Yeah, plenty of options in terms of methodology and what you would do. You could probably do too. It doesn't really. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just a matter of what is the most applicable and the most helpful, I guess, to be if you're being really honest about it. But over here, you'll find some bolts. You'll find a lot of things in here that you can essentially have that you otherwise won't really have to need unless you're really smart about how you do it. So we have pretty much taken everything in care of that. That door is essentially sealed. That will not unseal until we finish the chapter, but by that point we'll be well and truly out of the area. So we use the unicorn horns to gain access to the next area. And then the gate will open and we'll be able to move on.
Ashley!
Leon, stop! No, don't come any closer!
Are you hurt?
Watch out!
Please, do continue. Do not resist, my dear. It serves only to make your suffering all the worse.
Please, please.
You sick!
Aquí nos despedimos, señor Kennedy.
I gotta say, I kind of like this more to the original because I thought the whole grappling hook thing was just too extra. It was too extra. We needed something a little bit more, down to earth with a sense of, what would a scenario like that entail. So after that event of sequences, you'll basically be trapped down here in this underground depths. This is essentially where you will basically be trapped down here until you can find a way out. But down here, you'll see no small number of cultists in some form or another that have essentially been dropped down here to their death. Over here.
Gave up the ghost, huh?
But further along the way over into this area, you'll find that there is a green herb down here. Somehow growing a herb down here is a bit, I don't know. But apparently they've thrown animals down here. They've thrown people down here. It's actually quite unnerving. And amazingly, how this guy got hung up by a fucking chain, I'll never know. A lot of them hung from chains. Very Hellraiser-esque. By the way, did I mention I'm really looking forward to Hellraiser and Halloween? Those games look fucking awesome. I can't wait to play them. Hellraiser especially. So once we get around here, we'll have to crawl through this sectional here.
Talk about sticking the landing.
Now the way forward, Pat, is going to be further along this way. And you will see that you are not alone down here with Novistadors having made a home down here as well. That glowing little scatter was essentially a Novistador making its way through the tunnels. And that will be our way out. Now down here you will have this huge canal area, but this is essentially where we're going to go. So we're going to make our way up the stairs across this crevice and drop down here. There is a few things down here we're going to try to find, a fish in particular, as well as a few other paths, with the intended purpose of basically one of them being a threat. Over here, Novistador will be hitting in the water. You can shoot it right away off the jump, and that will take care of it. Grab the gunpowder, it drops, and then head up the stairs. That's going to be another Novistador. We cannot get a kill shot on it from here, so you're kind of wasting your ammo, so don't bother trying to shoot at it. We're going to take the right path first. We're basically going to go circle around because there's stuff to be found down here sometimes. Kind of hoping that I find the fish. It's very hard to see down here, so we'll see how far we get. That's gonna be the way forward. But we're not going to go that way. Blue sapphire, very nice. I'll take it. Handgun ammo. There's a fish. Come here, fish. I need you. That will conclude that entire navigation, particularly for that particular area. I'm not going to make any SMG ammo because we don't really need to just yet. But down here we will find a file in the form of prisoner's note. Another one dead. How long has it been since I was thrown down here? The meager scraps of food provided in the beginning are gone, and they don't give us more. The pains of hunger and thirst are unbearable. Most have resorted to drinking the black water. The first to turn was Herminio. Herminio? I think I pronounced that right. He was so weak that he couldn't even walk, but then suddenly became mad. By the time his rampage ended, two were dead. I think we shouldn't drink that dark liquid. Dear Abelardo has also passed, though he fought until the very end. The only thing I can do now is honor the bodies and pray that their souls find peace. Oh Lord, why do you test us so? Why did you come down? Why did you even throw in with these guys to begin with? You had to have known they were going to hang you out to dry. So we can't really get a red gemstone quite just yet. We need one. I don't want to put this in place because it's not going to be nearly as rewarding. So we're going to wait to get a red Berthol stone if we can find one. And that will be another treasure for us. So once you get to this cracked wall, break it down and then head on through. And then inside here, what looks to be like a makeshift armory for medieval knights, you'll find a yellow herb. And then we're going to mix that with that. And make our way out. Climb the ladder. And then you'll have the first of hallucinations you'll have thanks to the plaga.
Oh, give me a break.
Now heading further along this tunnel now will take us further and deeper, hopefully underneath the castle to find our way back to the surface. That's essentially what we need to do, is we need to get back upstairs. And there's our treasure. That's what we need. And, oh, wait a minute here. What do we have here? Oh, we need an Alexandrite. Damn, okay. Yeah, no, we can't do that. So let's wait until we get an Alexandrite gemstone. We need one. I got red barrels. I don't have an Alexandrite. I fucked up. I misread that. I thought I had an Alexandrite. Nope, I got a red barrel. So heading through here. And into here.
Break's over, I suppose.
Can't shoot that. Get a spindle. Smash the crate. Boot knife and a red velvet.
Welcome. Got a selection of good, easy work. Well, pleasant travel. Welcome.
Let's go ahead and you put on... I don't know why I had the Dr. Salvatore thing on. What an idiot. Didn't even realize I had that on this whole time. What a dumb shit. I should have caught that sooner. So now we're going to be able to repair our body armor for a discount. As you can see, having that Ada charm has made it less expensive to repair the armor, which is great. We'll go ahead and sell the boot knife. And I think...
Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
I'll go ahead and probably...
Back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose.
I could buy the Punisher, but I'm not going to. Actually, I will buy it.
Where are you gonna put this? Your pocket?
Actually, we won't buy it. Not yet. I have no reason to buy it, except for the measure that essentially is going to be profitable when I decide to do this for another run. If I decide to do it for another run. Let's make some more TMP ammo, though. Oh, sell the fish.
Welcome.
And then we're going to go ahead, let's go ahead and put away our freaking bolt thrower. We're not going to need that for a little while. Because we're going to have to deal with Vertigo here pretty soon, which will be our next major boss encounter for enemies. This will be Vertigo's lab coming up ahead. Emergency liquid nitrogen showers. Requested by Isidoro Irate Talavera. Date of installation, November 2nd, 2002. Installation of the liquid nitrogen showers that were requested last month has been completed. Caution, liquid nitrogen is an extremely hazardous substance. Exposure may cause blindness and frostbite and even death. Handle with care. These are going to basically what's going to come in handy with taking on the threat of Vertigo, who will make an appearance here very soon in an attempt to intercept us. Chronicles of Pursuit 3. May, 9 years since my awakening. Upon the release of the valve, the black liquid shall enter my veins and circulate through my entire body. I expect this will be the most painful experience of my life. I await the trial with great anticipation. It is an honor to suffer through the holy labor of rebirth. The next time I awaken, I will be as a true servant of Master Ramon. I, Isidoro Irate Talavera, make this vow. I will surpass the limitations of man and become a true servant of God. I will find the heretics and serve as their executioner, their Vertigo. Over here on the shelf will be some handgun ammo, and then in between these bookcases will be a lantern with an emerald in it.
These people are not right.
It looks like this is what's left of one of the people he experimented on. Still fresh, so he must have still been doing experiments long after he made his little change. Gunpowder here, and I think there will be a boot knife here on the counter. Right there. Then you're going to head through this door, at which point we will see a cutscene of Vertigo chasing us down. He's stalking me. Inside this door here, you'll have a lever. We're going to pull that. That'll open the path forward. There are a few other side areas that we can access, but we can't access them at present right now until we have restored power to this area to power up the elevator. This door is essentially sealed off. This door is essentially sealed off. So once we restore power to this lower level and the elevator is charging to turn back on, this essentially will open up these paths here. And then the elevator will start its ascent. Now, you can stick around and fight Vertigo, or you can just skip him altogether. I don't know why some people would want to do that, because actually there's a very good treasure you can get specifically from him if you manage to kill him, which he is very killable. But essentially that is pretty much it. So we need to get to the back area here, all the while avoiding attacks from Vertigo as we do it. Down there will be one door, but unfortunately it will be locked from the other side. So the only way we can gain access to this room here is through this door, and then unlock it from that side. So just continue down the hall and continue down that way. And then use the evade features to dodge his attempts at attacking you. Shotgun shells on the barrel to your front as soon as you get to that room. Green herb here in the back. And make note of the liquid nitrogen canisters there, which you're going to use to do some serious damage to him.
You. Your remote's left. Playing hide and seek, is that it?
Notice how he was smart enough to duck the really powerful shots with the Magnum. So I'd say I waited for him to do the duck feature. There's certain instances where he will duck down low, or because he's an insect, he'll bend all the way back and it'll let us shoot right over him like he's Neo from the Matrix. So it's pretty evident that he is relatively intelligent to avoid really powerful hardware like the Magnum. Pretty easy to kill him with a rocket launcher. He does a lot of, as he's frozen in ice, I think he does 3% increased power damage from the weapon itself. So higher damage calculation is when he is frozen. So when he's frozen, unload on him. And with power restored, the elevator will start making its way up.
What's your move?
Head down here, grab the first aid spray, the gunpowder, and the gem. Go ahead and dump the first aid spray, though, back to your storage unit.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh! Motherfucker! Get out of here! Go ahead and use our green herb. Get out of here! So once we got to those items, we can pretty much continue on with the next particulars of this area. Make your way through. Yeah, he didn't fucking come out. Come on. Caught him midair.
Finally, some peace and
Mwah.
quiet. My condolences to your master.
Beautiful, beautiful. Got him right down to the last one. That actually was fun. I had a good time with that. It was like so simple, and the cool thing is he didn't even know he was trying so hard to like stop me from using them. I love the one where he literally got caught and he got knocked down to the ground. Like, bitch, stay down. Oh, we forgot this file. Note about power supply. Out of service appliances. To conserve electricity, the power has been turned off for some equipment, including the elevator. It can be restored by flipping the circuit breaker located at the very back of the laboratory. Go ahead and make some more shotgun shells. And probably some more bolts. And now we will take the elevator down. And I believe that will be the conclusion of this chapter and maybe probably this playthrough of the stream. So let's see what happens.
Pitiful little lamb.
Your suffering came in, just as it has from his daughter.
Who has joined us in communion,
And now she is of our flesh, of our blood. My faithful disciple will show her the path.
Go now. Deliver to these vagrant children their salvation. As you wish.
I wonder who that is. Somebody who clearly likes knives just as much as Leon.
I'll make it cheap for you.
You said the ballroom, asshole. This is not the fucking ballroom. So with that, we have the 1 hour playthrough, 60 enemies killed, 0 deaths, 82.6% accuracy, and 18 times damage. Unfortunately, a lot of that was Ubistovos. Ubistavors, sorry. And no, what am I saying? Novistadors. I keep thinking of Resident Evil 6 enemies. I don't know why. But we got through that. A lot of the Novistadors fucked us up a little bit, and then we got hit a couple times with the fucking knights. Not to mention trying to parry Vertigo's attacks, but we weren't very successful. But all in all, that was actually pretty decent. So we're going to go ahead and save the game right there at chapter 11 starts next. So I am very happy with that. Kind of a bit annoyed with the shooting range, but thankfully we actually made out pretty decent there, so I can't complain too much in that capacity. But all in all, that was a pretty decent one. But been a 3 hour and 16-minute stream, now 3 hour and 17, so I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I got a chance to do it. Maybe tomorrow, if I am not too tired, I'll probably do another round of it. I've been bouncing back and forth between Division 2, which has got a new seasonal event going on that I need to take advantage of. Otherwise, I won't get any really good rewards from it. And obviously playing a little bit of the stream with Resident Evil 4. Now, I still have not forgotten my initial pledge to play Resident Evil, Umbrella Chronicles, and Dark Side Chronicles. So I may actually go ahead and do that probably at the tail end of all the games in that follow-up, just for the sake of just nostalgia. It's got a very House of Dead vibe to it, so I'll probably do that for the sake of, incorporation with the rest of the games. But it still is going to be pretty rudimentary to that measure, in part to that. So, and I'm really looking forward to it. I also still got to play Resident Evil 2's I got to play the Resident Evil 2 remake again because of the confusion surrounding the overall scale to the game's flow with my Leon playthrough and my Claire playthrough kind of getting twisted around. I think I did it twice and I didn't. For whatever reason, the good one didn't post. So either way, it doesn't matter. I'm very glad we got through that. I'm glad I got the stream finally 8 days later. I want to try to do at least a stream a week, provided that's available. But all things considered, I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys found it enjoyable, entertaining, a little bit cartoony to say the least. And I look forward to doing it again in the future. So like, subscribe, comment, turn the notification bell on in your notifications to stay up to date when I stream again next time. And hopefully it will be pretty rewarding all the while, especially going forward with a lot of it continuing into 5, 6, 7, etc. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, tips, pointers, or anything else of worthwhile sharing, feel free to comment them or send a private message. I will do my best to answer to the best of my ability. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is Sunday morning, 1:30 a.m. I am Savage Squishy 86, and I will see you guys back here next time as we continue our continuing live stream playthrough of the Resident Evil 4, the remake. And I will see you guys next time.